seeing. It's a dynamo. Dynamo colors.
I don't know, it doesn't bring. A morning bag. A plastic bag.
Being accountable for somebody else who's on the course, or knowing that somebody else is on the course that you like or care about or love, that I think is probably more compelling in terms of getting on the inside of a full distance event. Because like anything else that's new, it seems insurmountable because you're not on the inside and you don't have anybody to do it with, right? But if you have 2 or 3 or whatever people to do it with you, then you're experiencing this journey together. If you're looking at it saying, I would like to do this, that, and I don't want to make it sound like a cliche, but you're not going to be able to accomplish it with as much enjoyment, if at all, if you don't have somebody to partner with throughout the process. Are you guys, did she already get in line?
We haven't seen her come through yet.
Ah, okay,
Yeah.
okay. So yeah. I think she was gonna check up here just to make sure she's not waiting. Otherwise, she'd be on a bus. We weren't sure if you had to exit over here.
Follow the Dave.
This is actually kind of the hardest part because I'm not sure where she is. But I'm gonna go with my belief that she probably would have gotten on the bus and be heading over there because she mostly wants to get in line as early as possible.
Morning.
This is because however you planned it, it's not going to work the way you planned it. You know what I mean? But it's all good. That's not how well you planned, it's how well you adapt. This is the run course right here.
Everybody have fun and be safe.
Where do you like that? Because I figured that you got on the bus and did you make friends with everybody already? We were wondering. Okay, so I had to make a gamble. I had to make a gamble and get on the bus. I got a wetsuit for sale.
it's funny. You gotta make a little money. Now look here, honey. You gotta root hard or die. I ain't believing that you'll be grieving. Yeah, when I am leaving, you gotta root hard or die. I sold my watch, your golden diamond chain. Oh, now better work it, babe. Shake it, strut it, that hot thing. I don't think it's funny. You gotta make a little money. Now look here, honey. You gotta root hard or die.
My name's Ann Strasma.
I'm Kip Strasma, and we are both triathletes. I'm currently the Associate Provost of Academic Affairs at Methodist College.
And I work at Caterpillar in HR. And we are currently living in Peoria. We've lived here for the past 26 years. When we first started, Kip actually got started when we lived down in Miami.
Yeah, that's where we got the the bug.
And I was running around, kind of during the transitions and watching him at different points of the race. And I was coaching a couple of ladies off to the side who were also watching their spouses. One woman looked at me and she goes, "Why aren't you doing these things?" And I said, "Well, and she goes, "You could do a half," because we were talking about the different distances. And I thought, well, yeah, maybe I could.
I did all I could do, trying to get along with you. I'm gonna take you to your mama next payday.
Triathlons in general is the general kind of concept is that you make a plan for yourself and you work the plan.
People plan these events out months in advance, and they plan their strategy months in advance so that when they get there on race day, you only get one shot at it. They start the race, and if you don't have everything planned and ready to go, then your race day could go badly.
There's 4 different distances for triathlon. So there's the sprint, then the Olympic or international, there's the half, and then the full distance Ironman. When you actually look at just the sport in general, it's great cross training. If you ran every single day, sometimes you might hurt your knees. Whereas the cross training is really nice. So you would run a couple times a week, you'd bike a couple times a week, and you would swim a couple times a week.
There's a perception that you're harming yourself when you do endurance sports. And I guess that to me is a myth I'd like to dispel, because it's the cross training and the fitness that actually makes you healthier. I mean, moderation's out the door if you're running 18 miles on a Saturday morning. That just doesn't seem like a moderate thing to do. But if you're only doing it once or twice in a planned way, then you're doing that minimalist training and you're getting a lot of result, from it.
Yeah, there are Chris is here, so it's 5:32 in the morning. Sun's not up yet, but we are.
The people that we ride indoors with, that's kind of like an extended family in the sense that when you get together, you might not have seen somebody for a long time, and so you have to fill them in on everything that's happened to you since the last time, because you're on the bicycle and you're stationary and you can. That's the beautiful part about riding inside, is that you can, as a group, is that you can develop relationships in that way.
I don't know. Now we're halfway. This is not fun. Nice. Look at my heart rate is.
The training is difficult because it's methodical, and you have to fit it into your life, and then when it doesn't fit into your life, you still have to try and get it done. We try to keep it, we try to have fun doing those kinds of things.
Let's get 200.
Oh, I
Oh, so fast with them.
Oh, there's
I got it now.
fudge.
I was pretty surprised actually that you guys still eat cake. I mean,
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. Ooh, yummy.
you guys always share one?
Always.
Yes.
Yeah, even when the pool is empty,
We do.
we always share a lane.
Because when you're
That's
in
weird.
competition, in my mind, when you're in competition, you're constantly swimming next to people. So
Okay, that's what you're
I mean,
gonna
that's
go with.
where, yeah. No, I do. Seriously.
What number? 267. That's something. I gotta go look at it.
7?
That's what I was thinking.
This is the most important bag right here.
And the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Good luck, everybody. We got the likes of Kelly Williamson giving out water.
Hey there, fellow, standing mellow like jello. I ain't no storyteller, I got a rude out right. I ain't believing that no green when I am leaving. We got a rude out right. I saw the chill going round and shake. Caught that little lady, shaking, strutted that fine thing. And don't think it's funny. You gotta make a little money. Now look here, honey. You gotta come down.
You got it, Ann.
So we do the same course, but we have very different experiences of the same course because we have different plans and we have different goals that we are trying to accomplish. For me, I'm trying to place as well in my age group as I can, as high in my age group as possible. So I'm trying to do that. Now for Ann, it's more of a catered workout. Maybe in
I'm
some
here to have
cases.
fun.
She's just a more social iron person.
I want to have
iron
fun.
woman.
Yeah.
Not that I'm an antisocial person. It's just that I tend to be very focused
Mm-hmm.
on the task at hand, and so But that's just because I want, to pass up as many people in my age group as possible. That's just a different experience. We're out there doing different things.
When people are passing me, like on the bike or something, I'm always like, good job, or I'll comment about the weather or something.
And so when people are passing me, I'm thinking, oh no, there's another one. There's another one.
I like to meet people. I stop at every single stop, and I can't wait until I get that payday and the Coca-Cola at like mile 80. That's like the best food.
Has to be a payday?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it does. So in Ironman Arizona and also Ironman Coeur d'Alene, there were really hard swims. And I remember at like the 2 mile mark, I've got a payday sitting in my transition. And I'm like, swim for the payday, swim for the payday, And it it's a motivator. It's good. It really is.
I didn't think I'd see you.
You have another payday. Yes, he came by probably 45 minutes or an hour ago. How are you doing? Kip. How you doing?
I'm okay. That was a tough bike. I mean, it was fair, but wow.
Okay, go Kip. Woo.
Hey, here we go. Here we go. How you doing, buddy?
Yay, Ann! Hello. Kip's on mile 11, I think. Yes. Yeah. You got this.
I think to get into the sport, it's really important to just start. To put a stake in the ground and say, I'm going to sign up for Peoria Triathlon, or start small, and then you can work your way up.
You got it, you got it.
Looking good. How's she doing?
She just passed about 10 minutes ago.
Oh, so she's a lap behind me.
Yep, so she just started.
She just got off the bike.
Yeah.
She's a full lap behind me.
Yeah, she just started.
Okay.
So if you pick it up by like double time, you might catch up to her.
I might catch up to her. I don't think so.
All right, man. Good luck, Kip. Keep it up.
Thanks,
You're doing great.
Ann says hi.
My insight into the psyche of a triathlete is that if you can do these things and do them in a row, then everything else is easier. I mean, you fall back on some of that experience because you have had a moment where mentally your body is telling you you don't really want to do this. But if you can overcome and be successful in those endurance, both training and races, then when you get to other life situations that can be challenging, you say, well, I got this. It's part of your character. It's part of who you are. You've done this, and so it is a limited group of people who have accomplished it. It's a small number of people who've done as many as we've done before. So it does give you that sense of pride because you've accomplished something. And the way, again, as an academic, the way I think of it is that no one can take away a degree that you've earned. No one can take away an advanced degree that you've earned. And in that sense, finishing a long distance event like this is like getting that level of satisfaction. And so everything that goes into it, the hard work, the planning, the money, the resources, it all is transformative because you're not the same person you were when you came out of it at the end as when you started that process. And so it really is transformative in that way.
You are an Ironman. From Peoria, Illinois, Kip Strasma. You're an Ironman, Kip.
Yeah, Kip.
And from Goldsboro, North Carolina, David Eckenrod.
Experience of finishing those, a huge sense of relief because you have been going all day long and without a break for the most part. So there's an enormous sense of relief because your body is just ready to quit. Not to collapse, but you're just ready to be finished and start your recovery. So there's a sense of relief, but then there's a sense of exhilaration because you know that you've accomplished this and that's what you set out to do. You're with thousands of people, so it's kind of a party atmosphere at the same time. We've all kind of done this together. So at the end, this is one of the famous things of an Ironman race is that at the end of the race there are people cheering for you at maybe 200 yards down this carpeted chute that takes you to the finish line. And she has been known to skip down the chute. So she's a little skipper. She goes back and forth and high fives everybody.
You are an Ironman. You're an Ironman, Gregor. Peoria, Illinois, and you are an Ironman. Darren Bonnet, you're an Ironman, Darren. Dorinda Taylor, you are an Ironman. Brent, you're an Ironman, Brent. Congratulations. Brent, Mark, you are an Ironman. William Dudley, you are an
Bringing on my pain, $1.50 a day. How much longer can I live this way?
It is my last Ironman.
Oh my God. That was so hard.
It was. And it was fun.
You gotta out of hungry.
That bike, I hate the bike.
Yeah.
And so I was like, this is the last time I'm going to be on this bike for a long time.
That's what I said.
Like,
I said it's for sale. The bike is officially for sale.
Left long ago.
Yes.
Yeah, so that was good.
But I wore my headlamp when I was running, and it attracts bugs. I have eaten so many bugs. I mean, all of a sudden it's like coming at me. I'm like, oh, this is bad. I can see, but this is bad. What was my time? I don't even know. I forgot.
I don't
to
either.
turn it off.
I got 3 days left.
Okay, I just wondered. Oh well. My last one. Yay!
Night, tired of not getting it right. Never felt so glad. Took off running in the night. I got no souls on my.
In the community, if you see an Ironman tattoo, then they've done a full event. And the tattoo hurt worse than the Ironman. Oh my gosh, those tattoos, woo, painful. I never ever thought I would cry during an Ironman, ever. But when they were doing the tattoo, I was like,
crying.
oh, I could cry. This is good content.
Good content, she says. Yeah. So there's no cheek to cheek in an Ironman. There is no cheek to cheek. No, there's not. It's like, get away from me because I'm hot, I'm sweaty, and I just want to go change.
He's fast.
I just want
I'm
to
like,
change.
Where's my payday?
That's right.
Where are the grapes?